when the lights go down, you're the only one that I know that can dish it out and not take it. I can dish it out and take it. You could, and that's the thing about bullies. You can come after someone, and then when finally, like the bullies eventually leave me alone because they're like, man, he just doesn't care. No, I really don't. So I don't know if I just thought that was interesting. I mean, God, we're spending way too much time on this, but I think that's interesting that you're saying that about Tamara girl. Look in the mirror. She says the TamRat's the biggest bully. She's a sociopath. Now, that might be true. She's an awful person. That might be true. And she can't stand her. All right, well, we know you can't stand her. Okay, so there you go. Let's move on. Speaking of the rat that scurries, Tamara has a warning for all of you listening. All of you listening. And she has a warning for Shannon, Miss Shannon Bedore. And we have the rat that scurries, and we have Shannon Bedore. What name should we come up for Vicky and Kelly? Well, Tamara has a warning, and she says, watch out. Watch out. This has lit a fire under her ass, and she doesn't know why you're doing petitions online and why you're calling for her to be fired and why everyone thinks that she deserves so much hate this season. I gotta be honest with you. I mean, I'm not like defending the rat. Um, Tamara really, at least you know what you're getting with her. She doesn't bother me as much as she bothers a lot of you. She doesn't really bother me. I think she kind of makes good TV. I don't particularly love her, but she says it's lit a fire under her ass. It's a warning for everyone. She is coming into the reunion, guns a-blazing. Watch out. Hey, sounds like a great reunion to me. Now, we have something else that she's talking about, which I don't know about this Tammy Sue Waddle. Do you know? By the way, guys, we have a special guest coming on this next week. And I bring this up and we talk about, does everyone know that Tamara's maiden name is Tammy Sue Waddle? I mean, I know you know Tammy Sue, but Waddle? Where have I been for the past 5 years of doing this highly rated, successful podcast? I didn't know the woman's maiden last name was Waddle. Did you? Because I really didn't. I often find if I don't know something, there's got to be people out there out of the millions of people that listen to us that also didn't know it. Now, Miss Tammy Sue Waddle has exclaimed that she feels that bots have gone after her this season. Now, I don't know about this, Tammy Sue. Now, look. Do I know that Teresa and the scumbag lawyer and Aiden were manipulating the bloggers and all this? Yes. I've said this before because I got in the middle of it. I was offered things. I was in the middle of that. I know it from my own eyes. So I know that Teresa did this. I know that the lawyer did this. And I know that Jennifer Aiden did this. Do I really think bots were involved with like Rinna and Diana and Kathy and Garcelle and all that? I didn't. I think maybe, sure. I mean, I don't know. Do I think bots were involved in going after Tamra? I mean, is this what it is now when it's like viral and it goes around? We're going to say it's bots? I don't know. Beverly Hills, yeah, probably. Because that was, I mean, Diana has a lot of money. Kathy has a lot of money. I mean, Rinna's a working actress. Garcelle's a working actress. I don't know. I don't know. Probably, but I don't know, Tamra. Now I think we're sounding a little. Is it an excuse? Are we paranoid? I don't think bots went after Tammy Sue, but I'm excited for the reunion. Hey, the rat. She's scurrying. I gave you some compliments today, Tammy Sue. So, hey, girl, do me a solid and say hi. Okay, moving on. God, we're really staying in. Look, we recapped Salt Lake yesterday on Patreon. We had shared a blast from the past chat with Miss Bronwyn Wyndham Burke earlier today. So I guess we'll just stay on the OC today. Heather Dubrow was just on Watch What Happens, and she was asked about the alleged extortion from John and Alexis. Alexis is doing backtracking. I get it. And she was asked about this, and she says, first of all, she's not touching this with a 10-foot pole. First of all, we all know that. We know Fancy Pants ain't getting dirty. No offense to Fancy Pants, but I don't know what else we expected from you. She said that she is certain that Fancy Pants, that John and Alexis will make it down the aisle. And hey, more power to them. I related this to Spencer and Heidi, and someone was like really offended. I don't know. I think it's the same thing. Spencer and Heidi got together, and nobody thought it would last. Me too. Nobody thought it would last. That LC, that Kristen Cavallari, oh my God, is she hot? Kristen is so fucking hot. Nobody thought it would last, but guess what? We're still here and it still lasted. Yeah, why isn't this like Spidey? I think John and Alexis are two peas in a pod. I think they're going to get married. I think they're going to last. I think it's going to be just like Spencer and Heidi. She's younger. I'm sorry. I don't think John Jansen is such a bad looking guy. I know, crazy, crazy, but I really don't. I mean, who was just on that was criticizing his looks? I don't like to go after people's looks. I feel they're happy. And I still stand by. Heather says, has Heather been listening to this podcast? I know she listens, but has she been listening lately? Because she says if it wasn't for John, Shannon and Alexis would be friends. They both had hard years. Shannon with a DUI, Alexis with losing her mother. I go one step further. I say in spite of John, they're going to be friends. I think Shannon and Alexis are going to be friends one day. I really do. I feel it. I feel it in my gut. Is it because I've gone down to see my friend Elizabeth Vargas lately? Should she come back on our podcast? Okay. Coming soon. In the OC, it's so small down there. I just feel it. I don't know. I feel it. So that's what Heather said. What else can I share with you guys? Is it now Alexis is doing some backtracking on the extortion and all that. She also, though, has been speaking on, look, it's like Erica Jane. She was way more hated than Alexis. I've always said this. It really doesn't affect me. If I were Erica and the whole world hated me, I know who I am inside. I truly would be fine. It's not lip service. It's not, I'm not such a global, it wouldn't matter to me. I would never lose sight of who I was and I would never buy into it. I would never, yeah, days could be hard, but I would never buy into it. So this isn't going to break Alexis. Nothing breaks anyone. Alexis has done a post that she just wants to, so she is a little backtracking on the extortion and blackmail, which she brought onto the show, not necessarily Johnny J, but she is backtracking and saying, I just want to let everyone know that what you're seeing in my career is not real. I don't know. I mean, no offense. I don't know what career she means. I guess housewives, which is a career. I mean, and a career is not real. It's not my truth. There has been so much left out intentionally to paint me in a bad light. I believe all this. It's okay. I'll take one for the team to get ratings for this business, but I will live in truth and I will bring the truth, whether I have to do it here on my Instagram page or if this career I chose decides to bring the truth out. I'm loving this statement so far. Either way, it will come out and you will see the true Alexis. I'm so far into this statement. This is how it works in this career of yours. She is talking about housewives. You have absolutely no control over it. You will get an edit anyway. That's why you get the big bucks you're a friend of, less bucks, but still you're back and here you are.